Hey, y'all out there listening to some tunes, pause them and listen to this. Go out, pause it, come right back. This is music with Michael and Brendan.
That's Mario, if you didn't notice.
That's not Mario. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
That's Mario.
Sure.
Yeah, it's Mario.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
Look at that long pause there.
I got this. I'm gonna think. All right, so today we're gonna be reviewing some bands. We didn't establish bands on the last episode, but this is our actual band album. Listen and give you our thoughts.
We picked 3 albums, which if you listen to some podcasts, me and Brendan argued about it. He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna do more," and I think 3 will be enough.
3
and will
should be
suffice.
enough. Yeah.
And we'll see by the length of this podcast if it's enough, or we'll throw another album in there. If not, and if so, then you get what you paid for. Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Say it again. So today's albums are going to be Attitude City by Ninja Sex Party.
Boom.
And...
Oh, it's my turn? Louder Than Bombs by the Smiths.
And then last but not least, Warning by Green Day. Bring us in with the next little intro bit.
All right.
Michael, question for you.
Me?
What have you been listening to lately?
Mass Yahoo.
Also, is this light
Next
bugging
question.
your eye? I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It doesn't bug me at all.
So
It
Mass...
honestly just started bugging me when you pointed it out.
I know, but I can see it. I feel like I
broke that wall.
I'm so sorry.
I lived with this for years.
Oh no, okay. You want to switch sides?
No.
Okay.
I
I know, I'm sorry. I just realized it now. Here, I'll sit over here.
Perfect.
Music you've been listening to lately?
Mass Yahoo. I honestly listen to like the same 6 songs by him, and it's funny because like most of the songs are in completely different time periods of his like musical career.
Oh, really?
So like stuff from like 2007 to like 2015.
Shit.
So it's really good. If you have a chance, check him out. He's like
He's
a Jewish
reggae
reggae singer.
Yeah.
He's really fun to listen to. I really like it.
Do you think he'd ever at some point try to drop the Jewish thing where he's like, hey, I'm Jewish, but you don't gotta say I'm a Jewish reggae guy? And
No,
it's
he's like super religious. Man.
Yeah.
This guy's like uber religious.
He does have a song called Jerusalem.
Yeah, which is all about Jerusalem. All his music actually has like something to do with like his Christianity. His,
son of a
yeah,
bitch.
I know.
He's a fake. You're gonna summon him now. He's gonna show up.
Yeah, but it mostly has to do with like most of the songs are written within his faith.
That's pretty cool, though. There's actually a band that I liked. I probably mentioned it before. They're called For Today. They're not together anymore, but all of their music is Christian. What?
Their band's called For Today, and they're not together. Why? Because it's tomorrow.
I guess the universe actually was a hologram. Oh, they should have called their last tour the Tomorrow Tour. That'd have been such a good idea. I have no idea what they called it. They could have called it that.
They probably called it Fuck Off. We're not.
Fuck off.
We're done.
But yeah, they're a Christian band, and I knew it like day one, and I really like the music a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of just like, you just gotta put it aside. It's not...
Yeah.
That's not what you're taking from the song, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're taking away like the good message from the song.
Be happy.
Exactly.
Don't bomb Jerusalem. Or whatever.
Or whatever like mean things you're thinking about.
Yeah. Fuck him.
I think Trump needs to listen to some Mattis Yahoo and For Today.
I think he did, and that's why he's so pissy. Yeah. I don't like these closed-minded opinions.
They're so freaking smart with good words.
You're fancy singing.
What have you been listening to lately?
What have I been listening to? Actually, when you came in today, the music I was listening to...
That's music?
That's music? Fuck, for the same person. It's this, like... I don't know if it's a person or if it's, like, multiple people doing it as a group, but...
it's a person with multiple personality disorder.
Split! Break down the middle.
This is Cheryl.
Piss on the Yankees! Piss on the
Yankees!
But this it's like a group or one person, and they're called Greatest Bits, and it's all like old video game songs, but they like
they remix them.
It's basically just like piano and drums. And
is that what we're listening to downstairs?
Yeah,
that was music.
That was music. It's coming from one of these. Is it green? Oh, it's the black
one. Oh, weird.
For any of you who don't know what that is, it's this like this guy who listens to like reggae music, but like never knows it's reggae.
Doesn't like acknowledge that there's music playing. So when they're like. He's like, oh, can you turn on some music? But like, there's obviously music already playing, and they're like, oh, music's playing right now.
Yeah,
this is music.
That's nice. That's great.
It's really fun.
Look it up. If you look up like reggae Vine, you'll find it. It's
really good.
But Greatest Bits, I've been listening to them, and then I found this band actually 4 days ago from today.
Okay, can I just make one quick comment?
Do it.
I love listening to podcasts when they say something, and then I have to go search something up so I can get the joke. I don't know if anybody else loves that. I fucking love that when I listen to podcasts, and I have to like, honestly, at work all day, they'll talk about like a fighter or something like that, and then I'll have to search up this fighter.
Yeah,
just like.
Was that how you found out about the one-arm guy? Well, he's got.
That's how I found out
one
about
and a half arms.
Yeah,
I guess, but you know what I mean. I wasn't trying to be rude.
I can't remember his name. Nick Newler, I think.
Nick Nubby! No, that's not nice.
Oh, that's mean.
That's not mean. He's really
mean.
good. He's fucking almost undefeated, so...
Beat the shit out of you.
Absolutely. I'd run. I'm probably... I might not be faster than him. I don't know.
He's probably faster than you. He's
I don't,
got
the arms
for
don't
days.
impede on his running.
Exactly.
So now I'm a piece of shit again.
Yeah. Wow, you're on a roll here.
But go look it up. That Jamaican Rasta guy. It's I meant the Vine, but also look up the
Nick Newler, the fighter.
Lots of stuff to look up.
Yeah.
Write it down. Do your fucking homework.
Okay, Brendan's album.
4 days ago, I found this band. They're called Sharks in Your Mouth. Now, that name is a fucking mouthful.
I would change that to Sharts in Your Mouth. That's me, though.
Also, that's the reason Mike doesn't have a fucking band.
Or pants.
Sharks in your pants? Or Sharks in Your Pants?
That just sounds really sexual. And then people think I'm fucking sharks, dude. What the fuck?
Okay, so I found them because they were like, oh, check out this sweet cover. And it was, they do a cover of Lose Yourself by Eminem.
Spaghetti.
That's what I thought it was gonna be. But then they actually have like an album and stuff, so I downloaded their album and listened to it, and they're actually pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah? Are they metal?
Yeah, they're heavy metal.
Lose yourself in my bomb, sharks.
I'm already
digging this band already. Sign me up for one.
I'll have one.
I'll have one shark shart.
I bet you that's actually a thing.
A shark shart?
A shark shart, yeah.
Would have to wear pants.
Sharks wearing pants.
Oh, I pooped myself. I went to fart and poop.
We're just sharks. We're just sharks being sharks.
Swims away.
Okay, so that's
viciously eats a child.
Oh my fucking god. Aren't sharks attracted to, like, blood and urine? Like,
no, they're attracted to women, I think.
Can't blame them.
Hey, hot ladies.
Yum, 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 yum.
Sorry, I got some shark shit to do today.
Want to see some fucking shark fins, baby? Just
boom!
It's not impressive as compared to a human, but, like, imagine a shark. I'm really buff.
I'm actually a big shark for sharks.
Imagine how scary that would be, a shark with fucking arms. Like, buff arms.
Dude, I would become either best friends or die.
That's fucking Street Sharks. Remember Street Sharks?
The toy?
It was a cartoon. Hold on, I'm gonna Google.
There's definitely a toy, and it's sharks with arms and stuff like that.
It's Street Sharks. I also wrote it wrong.
You put Street Sharks.
Street Sharks. Bam! It's a real thing. It's actually like Street Sharks.
Yeah, it's basically they
look at this one.
Yeah, go click out of that for a second. That's Vin Diesel right there. He did a trailer for the toys.
That's actually pretty cool. I remember these were like really big, like in the early '90s. But keep in mind, I was a really young kid.
Vin Diesel's really cool, by the way.
He has hair.
Yeah, he does have hair.
That's cool.
Go Vin Diesel. He definitely looks like Drake too. Like if you look at his earlier stuff, he looks a lot like Drake.
Like Drake the rapper?
Yeah, like Drake the rapper. No, you know another Drake?
Yeah, Count Van Dracula?
Dr. Acula?
Oh, don't start.
Alright, we'll get into our first album.
Let's do it.
Attitude City by Ninja Sex Party.
The year of the album, it was a cold, crisp summer day, and I believe it was 2015. It absolutely was.
Yeah, it's one of their newer albums. They're dropping another one soon. They just dropped the first song for it. So this album is, this band is like comedy, but mixed with like 80s rock.
Yeah,
I'd say.
It's like an 80s hair metal band had a lot of comedy in it. That'd be this band.
Exactly. So this is definitely like one of those albums that you just kind of like. It sounds good and it's really funny. Like you're gonna laugh if it's the first time you listen to it. You're just gonna shit your pants.
It's also like I find some music like some of the other albums, even like for the Smiths, for example. Like you can listen to the Smiths and not really have to listen to the words. Attitude City, you have to listen to them. That's where the humor.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why.
It's a joke.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of need to listen to the lyrics. It's not just listening to a beat because you need to because you want to laugh. It's a story.
Exactly.
Their music, it's all stories.
But this is their third album. Following Not Safe for Work, which is their first album, and then Strawberries and Cream, which is their second album.
Strawberries and Cream is a really good album.
That's my favorite NSP album.
Yeah,
Strawberries and Cream is so fucking good, dude. Rhinoceratops versus
Super Puma.
My absolute favorite song. Best song they've ever made.
Does that one have Unicorn Wizard on it? Is that album?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's a good song.
And we're now reviewing that.
Alright, so this one has hits off it, which is Attitude City, which is like probably
their most popular songs on it,
which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
You didn't really like it that much, right?
I like the song. I like the last part when they do like the flute part.
Yeah.
Oh, what a lovely spring day for you to visit our city.
You didn't like Peppermint Creams off this album because he was screaming in it.
Yeah, I thought it was annoying at first, but then it grew on me because I thought it was like really stupid and bloopy.
I gotta say the best song on this album, 6969.
Yeah.
So the whole song is about them taking a time machine to go to the year 6969, which is the sexiest year.
Yep.
And it turns out they outlawed human contact.
Yep.
So that they have to tell the dick elders that they should be boning.
Yes.
And then...
Of course they knew who the sex party was, because it was predicted they would come to the future.
Obviously. And so they restore the balance of penis and vagina.
Yes. It's kind of beautiful, actually.
Whatever you say, Katie. It's Caitlin.
Have a great day, Kathy.
Yeah. Why I Cry is probably one of my other favorite songs off this album. I think that's one of my first songs I ever heard from...
Why I Cry?
Yeah. From Ninja Sex Party ever.
General?
Like, I think that's the first song you ever introduced to me. You put it on like a compact or a USB drive.
Oh, and you just like picked
and that was like the first one I actually started digging to. Samurai Absence Patrol is not too bad. I like it.
I think that's probably one of the better ones. Like, in my opinion, on the album, that one's really sick. I think
this album actually, it's a lot shorter than I realized.
Yeah.
Dragon Slayer is pretty good.
Fuck, that one's awesome.
How's that one go again? It's just like... Hey,
slay the dragon. That's like the breakdown part. Yeah. Not some goddamn man at the bus station in a dragon suit. Dragon dance. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, that's a really, really good song. What do you influences? I don't know. This is an album that's really like, if you're having a boring day at work, it's definitely a pick-me-up.
I remember the exact time I listened to this album.
I remember where I was when I heard this song.
I remember. So this album came out in 2015, and I had been in Niagara I had just moved to Niagara. Like, I was in Niagara, and I had been there for probably, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. And it was the summertime when I heard this album. And I remember, because I told you this story, but I never told you the other side of the story. So I'm sitting on my chair in front of my TV playing Dark Souls, and I am drenched in sweat. It's hot, I don't have an air conditioner, and I'm not even fucking moving. And this was the album I was listening to. I was playing, like, Dark Souls, trying to, like, be happy because the games make me so fucking mad. I'm listening to this album, and every song's just a fucking banger. So then every day when I'd walk to work or I'd go to the gym, I listen to this album, like, over and over and over and over again.
I've listened to this album so many times.
Yeah. And keep in mind, this is like probably like a year and a half before you even listen to Ninja Sex Party. Like,
oh yeah,
like it's been a while since they've made an album. Like,
they did their like Starbomb stuff.
Yeah,
and then they went on tour.
Yeah,
so now they're back in the studio. Yeah. and he's got like other stuff that's going on. So
they got
like,
the like under the covers ones where they do like covers and shit, which are actually pretty good.
Yeah, I really like I have their first album on my phone. I really like it.
Yeah,
I think there's one song. It's called. I think they name them different ones in like the album. They don't use the exact same
original
name.
title,
but it's like, but one of the songs I think is better than the original. I can't remember what's the song, but like it's really good. It's the Joe is on a vacation. Like, know that song?
Oh yeah.
But it's like Stacy's on a
vacation. I think that's actually the song. Yeah.
Over.
Yeah,
They sing that song better than the band sings that song.
Yeah. Also, that band didn't make anything else.
Yeah, that band kind of sucked. Other than that song is actually dope.
You know what I don't really understand? Well, I don't understand. It's not that I don't understand it. It's just, how do artists ever become a one-hit wonder? You know what I mean? That really bugs me. Like, how do you only ever have like one big song and then just fade away? Because think of it. Right now in our time, I think the music is the most saturated it's ever been, where there's so much music. Yeah. You can't possibly like love everything, right? Mm-hmm. But back then, like again, there's a lot of music back in the 90s, 80s, 70s.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's really shitty to be like a band that kind of faded away in a time where you could have been.
I think
huge.
The 90s were huge for one-hit wonders.
Yeah.
That's all it was one after one after
Everyone's
another.
looking for like the next best band, then they're like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, they gave up. Like
even look at
Smash Mouth,
the Puddle of Mud.
Man.
That's another band. Yeah. She Fucking Hates Me was like their big song.
Their big, and that was everywhere, man.
And then give it all away. That's also them too.
Is it?
Yeah, but like those are their only 2 songs.
Dude, there's so many. Hanson's.
Yeah,
huge. Hanson's. Mbop was the only song they ever had.
Is the song actually called Mbop?
Mbop. Yeah.
No way.
Google it.
It's so fucking.
Aren't you googling?
I didn't know that was the name for the actual song.
Yeah, man. Out of what's the rating system we got on this?
Out of lame to amazing, what would you give it?
I gave it a 69 out of 100.
That's right. That album is actually really sick, though.
Yeah.
It's short, which kind of sucks, but it's actually.
But they still have like 2 other albums that kind of compensate for how short it is. So like you still get like quite a bit in those 2 albums. But yeah, it's not a huge album. But they have little skits, kind of like how Tenacious D has little skits.
Well, that's what I think. I remember like they refer to their genre as what's called mock rock. Like, it's, like, not really rock, it's, like, a joke. Like, that's the whole point, is to be, like, funny and stuff. And I think, obviously, they got, like, inspiration from, like, Tenacious D, Flight of the Conchords. Like, those are, like, their big, influential, like,
exactly.
bands. And it's cool, because I'm sure there is a lot of, like, mock rock bands out there, but, like, there's not a lot of famous ones. You know?
True.
And it's hard to make it funny, because music isn't funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like, usually music isn't funny.
Especially to not take yourself seriously as well, right? Like, their whole thing is really making fun of themselves.
Yeah.
Like, there's a song called If We Were Gay.
Yeah.
And it's just them... It's mostly about Brian being gay, but it's like what they would do if they were gay.
See, I don't get, like, offended by stuff, and I'm really not. And I don't know how that song doesn't offend people. Because right at the beginning of that song was like, people often think we're gay, and I laugh. Ha 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 ha! Could you imagine if we were gay? And I'm like, wow, that's really hurtful to somebody. Like, I was like, that's so aggressive to say. Like, chill the fuck out. I always found that one, like, paragraph to be, like, cringy almost.
It could offend people.
Again, this doesn't offend me. I'm straight as fuck.
I'm a person that's like, I could see how that could offend someone, but I don't care.
I absolutely don't care.
It's like some stuff like that offends me for like a second. I'm like, oh wait, I don't care.
Yeah. Because in the end, what do you gain out of it?
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing. Are you going to write them a letter? An email?
This paragraph was not that good. It was in distaste, sir.
I did not like it, and it hurt my feelings. Or whatever. But yeah, out of 10.
I give it an 8.
This is our first official rating on the show. Remember, this is the bar now.
Yeah. I give it an 8 because the songs that are on that album that aren't spoofs are really, really good.
Yeah.
There's not a bad song that I'd be like, oh, I have to skip that song. That's like kind of like my rating on an album. If I have to like skip a song, then that kind of starts putting the album down. Doesn't matter how good that one song is.
I feel like you'll never come back to that song either. I have a bad habit of that. Like, when I listen to a new album, if I skip a song, I'm probably never going to go back to that album again.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, exactly.
I'll just dip on the whole album. I'm like, nah.
There's definitely a lot of albums that's like, hey, there's like Ann Arbor. I grabbed like 2 albums and I liked a couple songs on, but I'm not gonna listen to the whole album ever again.
I literally just did that, and I don't like bad mouthing bands. It's not really bad mouthing it, but I just recently listened to.
But if you don't dig it, you don't dig it. There's a lot of people that dig those music, right? Like, there's a lot of fans for Ann Arbor.
The band is called I just backed out of it. The band is called Tame Impala, and the album's called Current. The first song had me kind of like, I was grooving.
Okay, this is
But the
good.
first song was 8 minutes long. So it was like, you know how I don't like the same thing being done and done and done? Yeah. That was the whole song. And I got to the point where I was done the 8 minutes, and I was like, was that one song? Holy fuck.
This is music?
Can I... That's great. I want to show my kids music one day.
Yeah.
No, maybe not.
Maybe not.
And
not 8 minutes.
I honestly uninstalled the album. And like, it's hurtful. If you like it, it's great. I couldn't... I don't care if the other 17 songs were good. I just couldn't.
It's too much time taken up.
Because in my mind... I'm going to listen to that album again, and that song's going to come up. Then I have to inconvenience myself by skipping that song. And I don't like that shit. Make good songs, but don't make music.
So if you're going to make a fucking 8-minute song, make 2 4-minute songs.
Just cut it down the middle. Call Part A, Part B. Let me pick.
The Secret of Chalice.
But I absolutely agree with you on that. The whole, like, you don't want... If you have to, like, skip a song, it's in bad taste for the album.
Even, like, some, like, they're... Like, I'm not going to skip Butt Sex Goldilocks. That's, like, one of, like, their small, like...
Skits?
So yeah, exactly.
This butt sex is too hot.
This butt sex is too cold.
This butt sex is just right.
Butt Sex Goldilocks. Hey,
just checking on the song for the benefits for sick kids.
Yeah.
You can't rush Genius, Doctor.
Oh, sorry. Fuck. And that's literally the whole skit.
Dip your spoon into my poo chamber, butt sex that's
porch chamber. Butt Sex Goldilocks.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
So fucking dumb. But it's good. It's a good song.
It's really, really funny. It's just a really funny skit. Yeah, I give it 8.
That's a good. I would be, not to give it the same number, I'd probably give it a 7.5.
Yeah.
It's a great album. It's a great album. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Honestly, fuck it. I'm going to give it an 8. Double 8s. This is the first double 8 on the show. I don't want to toot our own horn here, but Ninja Sex Party, hit us up. You got 2 8s right here.
Boom, boom.
You give us another album. Might even give you another 8.
I'm in ya.
That'd be great.
All right, next album. We're gonna do "Louder Than Bombs" by the Smiths.
Pull up the album on your phones. We're not constantly looking at it together on my phone.
We're not constantly together on my phone.
This album came out in the year of I don't know.
Fuck me, Samson.
No, I'll pull it out.
Came out in 1986.
Well, I'll be.
Oh no, 1987. Sorry, it was recorded in 86, released in 87.
Oh.
It took the fucking 3 years to make this album, dude. That's fucked. Because the whole album kind of almost sounds the same.
There's a lot of they have a sound. They definitely have a sound.
Yeah, which I listened to the Smiths a little bit before this, but this was like the first full album I ever listened to them. What I kind of generalized this as what did I call these? It sounded like The Cure and
The Clash. Did you say The Clash? No, it was The Cure and You Got This. Think about it. This is your best analogy ever.
My dad knows them.
Who was the other one? I don't remember. It was The Cure and somebody else. That really sucks because you had a really good analogy.
I did have a really good analogy.
If you remember it, yell it out. At any point in time, if Michael remembers it, he's going to yell it out. So this album, Michael and I agree. We also talked about this before. I don't know if it was on the show with Drake's album. Remember how Drake's album contained like 25 songs? That's a lot of music. And you know me, I love the Smiths, man.
This could be the 25 songs. Chop that up. That's 2 albums right there. Yeah. 12 songs.
Yeah. Considering this album took 3 years to make, and again, maybe it is your own music creative outlet.
Maybe it's like that fucking like.
You've been working on these songs for years. I get it. Magnum opus.
Magnum opus.
That's the word you're looking for.
I was looking for that, but I was going to come up with something with grand.
Grand opus.
Grand opera.
Grand opium. Not that one.
Grand opera.
But I'm not really sure how they release their songs. For example, I'm going to take a look. So there's another album by the Smiths called "The Queen Is Dead." Now, looking at it right now,
that's their biggest album, right? The Queen Is Dead.
4 songs on this album alone are on the other song, and this came out in '86.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they did. Oh, that is music.
Oh,
so they did release some of the music in '86, and then put it on this. So they were recording 2 albums at the same time.
Yeah, I guess so. They must have.
Crazy.
And I don't know which albums are like compilation albums.
Maybe they were just like, which ones did we release on the next one? Fuck it, just put them all. Stew.
Because that album didn't contain 24 songs. The Queen Is Dead only contains 10 songs. So there you go.
Wow.
But there are a lot of great albums from the Smiths because I do like the Smiths a lot. Yeah. But again,
I like their sound. For some songs, like I find like they have 2 styles, fast and slow.
Yeah. They
the
really
fast
do.
sound like the fast songs, the slow sound like the slow songs. Like
you can really
they're
tell.
hard to separate them from another song that's the same speed. I wouldn't say it's the most intricate band as of sound because they kind of have a really same beat, but it's very mellow. It's very relaxing.
Yeah, it's very 1980s London.
100%.
Yeah. There's other bands at the time who were coming out doing a similar sound, but honestly, like I've listened, like I also really like The Clash a lot. Is it The Clash? No, it's not The Clash. Who the fuck is it?
Cure.
Not The Cure. You threw me off.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
My favorite song off this album has to be "Half a Person." I think it's really, really good.
That is a really good song. It's a slow song.
Yeah, it's definitely.
It is The Clash. God damn it.
Oh, that's what you were thinking of?
Yeah, it was The Clash.
Oh, okay.
Half a person.
I wish I could remember my analogy. Cure and somebody else. But yeah, like it really sounds. It kind of sounds like Cure and another band that I can't think of at the moment. But fuck, REM. They sound like REM and The
Crush.
Cure. Yeah,
I love that song. Actually.
It really sounds like REM. I find with like a British twist. That's basically what I'm taking from The Cure is that British sound, and then mixing with REM, and that's kind of what you get.
Slow melodic.
Kind of REM's definitely a band that came after.
Yeah,
the Smiths. They were a '90s band.
Sound in general.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of very like slow and
who knows? Maybe they took inspiration from the Smiths.
They definitely could have. They definitely could have. It's a very long album, so I don't. I honestly had a hard time sitting down and listening through this whole album. I did pick. Like I had to. It had to take two sit downs to finish this album.
It's a long album.
Yeah.
Total runtime. It's looking at like. It's over an hour. It's an hour and 12 minutes.
That's wild. Like that's it's a good album. A lot of it sounds the same though, so it's kind of hard to get. Because I'm a person that's like, just like you, 8-minute song. That's too long.
Yeah.
So when you have 3 songs that sound the same, that's over 8 minutes. So that kind of feels like an 8-minute song. But like there are really good songs on this album. What's it called? I think it was Sheila Take a Bow. I like that one.
Sheila,
it was Sweet and Tender Hooligan. I wasn't a big fan of. You really liked that.
At the end of the song, he says "etc." a lot.
Oh my god!
Etc.
It's really half the song.
Yeah, it is.
And I got it. It's
in
etc.
the midst of life, we are in death, etc.
Yeah. So as in influences, I don't really take much away from them. I will listen to that one song again that I really really liked. Half a Person. I took that away from this, and I'll listen to it several times because I really enjoy it. If you're into like that punk rock, but like really mellow punk rock, or like what's it called?
I would say like alt rock. It's kind of like alternative rock. You know,
Yeah.
It's not really fast. It's not really slow. It's got like a nice mellow vibe to it. It's alternative music, I would say. They identify as rock, just rock music. No
Indie pop, alternative rock, kind of. Yeah, it's kind of basic. That's basically what Wikipedia has them as alternative rock, indie pop.
Yeah,
which I think is actually
it's a pretty good description.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Definitely a good subscription.
Subscriptions. Well, subscribe while you're here. Since we have your attention, why don't you just go ahead and subscribe? Sex. Now that we have your attention, subscribe. Boobles. No, that I think that's good, man. Like, that's,
when did you first hear about the Smiths?
So I listened to the Smiths probably for the first time that's accurate. About 4.5 years ago. I was working in a kitchen, and one of our other employees just like we always put on our own music and just play or whatever. And I remember the first song I ever heard from the Smiths was.
Can I throw out like a coverage name? Is it Dwayne?
No.
But with an S.
Yes.
That's who that is.
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, "What the fuck are we talking about?" And
I feel like Dwayne with an S.
Yes,
would listen to them a lot.
He did. Well, it was just like it was an iPod that had like a bunch of like random music on it.
Yeah.
And the first song I had heard was "Some Girls Are Bigger Than Others." And if you've never heard that song, it's actually really funny. But it's actually kind of about like. It's got a good message to it. Like it's not what it sounds like. But anyway, I listened to that song, and then like the guitar tracks in that song are really like intricate, and they're played cool. And then like one of the other songs that had come on that like playlist was also The Clash, and I'm like, fuck, these are pretty cool. I'm like, I've never really heard of this music before. Like, this is music, huh?
Yeah.
When's music gonna start?
Were you
playing?
ever into like London?
No,
or like,
I don't like
British rock.
I don't really much care for anything English, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't like English movies. I don't like English TV. I find it really dry.
Oh, you don't watch Downton Abbey? That's TV?
This is TV? It's Downton Abbey?
It is Downton Abbey.
Downton
Abbey!
Let's turn that into a song real quick.
Downton Cincinnati!
But yeah, I had that's the first time I like listened to them, and then I'm the kind of person that like, you know, I told Dwayne, I was like, you know what, man, like, you actually have, like, pretty good taste in music. Like, I don't find somebody who has, like, Dwayne with an S. You don't find people who have, like, similar tastes to you a lot. And I'm like, you know what, this is music that I like, but I could never actually explain. Like, you know, if I'm like, I like this kind of music, and I'm like, you know, this is the kind of stuff I like, because I also like really, really heavy stuff.
Definitely, like, it's hard when your music spectrum's across the board, right? You're never like, I really stick to this one genre, when like, you like every kind of thing. If it appeals to you.
Yeah, I like a lot of music. It takes a long time. Like, that that album that I told you I couldn't listen to, that hurts me. I can't, it sucks turning away a mute. Like, I'm like, it's not for me. I don't like
It's like the shoe's not the size I need it, so I have to put it back.
Oh, but it was a great shoe.
Yeah, it was great. No,
not for $100, Kanye. With your fucking hobo shoes. But that was the kind of music that the Smiths were for me. When I listened, I was like, this is actually like really good. So then I went in my own personal time, because I'm like, I'm not going to rely on you. I'm going to get my own music.
Yeah, I'm going to try it myself.
So I listened to it, and I was hooked. And then the album that I listened to was the best of the Smiths, which contained, like, I was like 15 songs, something like that. And at the time, I only liked 2 songs. That song, off that album, out of all the best stuff, the only 2 songs I liked were "Some Girls Are Bigger Than Others" and
was it the 2 that you listened to at that day?
Well, it wasn't, because I didn't hear the second one. "Heaven Was Miserable Now." And I only like that song because the first line is, I was looking for a job, and now I found a job, and heaven was miserable now. And at the time, I had just got a job that I hated. And I'm like, this song relates
to me at this point. It's kind of cool how you find songs that in your life that you relate to.
And then I put that album down for probably a year and a half, 2 years. And I came back to it like 2 years later. And it just happened to be on my phone, or I had it in my iTunes library. This is before I had Apple Music. And I put it on there just for shits and giggles. And then I listened to the whole album, I'm like, fuck! I do that all the time. I'll throw an album away for a long time and then come back to it. It's like a fine fucking wine. And listen, I'm like, I could have been listening to this so much sooner. And
also, the thing about that is you gotta say, like, life changes,
yeah,
and your perception changes with stuff as well. Stuff that you may have not have been interested in back then, now you're interested now, which is probably better because you listen to it now than you listened to back then, because you may have not have liked it back then.
I wouldn't have appreciated it like I should have. I found, as I got a bit older, when I was younger, probably like 15, 16, 17, maybe even like 8, probably like 18 as well, because that's the time I was in like my band and stuff. I had like really big love for like hardcore music and heavy metal music because I felt like it didn't get enough love and appreciation back then at the time. And then like as I got older and I listened to it a little bit less and less, like I still listen to a lot of bands like that, but I felt like less of me because of it. I was like, I'm not listening to this music anymore, and like that's not who Brendan is. Brendan loves that kind of music. But then I'm like, no, I can love more than one kind of music. And that's when I started to like really expand my music palette, where I'm like, I can love any music, like because I'll find like parts I like about this song or things I like about that song, and I don't think that like, if that's how you feel as a person, don't feel like that, you know?
Definitely, I feel like if you're a person that, like, say, I only like country music,
yeah,
or if I only like 80s rock, you really need to expand your horizon, because the music is
there's so much out there.
Exactly. There's so
You're
much
missing
of, like,
out.
Exactly. I definitely, like, as a kid, I was really only, like, branded to basically some types of music, and then when I got into high school, it was mostly just rap music. And honestly, I never identified with rap.
No,
like ever.
I love
but
rap.
I just knew like a lot of people that listened to it, and that was kind of the group I hung out with.
And
so
that's what you
like,
listen to.
Yeah, so I was just like, all right, well, like I really liked how it sounded, but it didn't really fit to me in my life.
It's not meeting your life message.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I got it completely.
When I started really getting into music, I started getting into stuff that really fit into my life.
Yeah,
that like. Stuff that I dealt with in like my
Life,
everyday
love, expressions.
Exactly. Especially when you're a teenager, that's the time you'll be filled with the most emotions in your life.
Oh fuck.
So that's when you really should experiment with music as much as you can when
listen to whatever you
Exactly.
Honestly, man, today's time is the best time to listen to music.
You have a variety, endless variety.
You'll never.
The thing is, we'll only get more we'll only get like more change with music.
Yeah.
So,
and I hate, you know what, that's also something that I really don't like, and I hope I'm never that person. I very well might be. I very well might be. My grandma was like that, my mom's like that. Whenever like they leave their generation of music, they hate everything that comes after.
Yeah.
It's like, music today sucks. It's like, no, it doesn't. You're just listening to what's today's being played on the radio.
Yeah, exactly. And if honestly, if you think radio music's good, you need to listen to something else.
Yeah.
Radio music is not good. It's fucking watered down generic shit.
The only radio station in this area of town that I can get behind that plays good music is CBC Radio.
I don't listen to CBC
because they play jazz, they play blues, and they play classical music, and that shit is fucking bomb. And they only play it at night. During the day, it's like a talk show.
Piano music, honestly, if you just want to listen to something that has no lyrics and just relax, piano music, fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
I love piano music. Dude. Just listen to a piano play; it's so nice.
Yeah,
I like someone that actually knows how to play piano, not just some guy going. I
love
that's.
What song is that? That's the famous like thing, right?
That's Beethoven.
Yeah, that's what it is. And that fucker couldn't play a note to save his life,
bitch ass. I was trying to do like the fucking Halloween, it's like that's not that, like it's only like 3 notes, but yeah. I shot my foot on that one.
Man, that's the thing too. I remember when I worked back at the second restaurant I worked at. You know the one.
Yep.
I would play instrumental music because I love the instrumental music because it's good to work to. You don't have to like focus on the lyrics. You can listen to the music and kind of just absorb yourself in it and work. And I love that. They hated it. They couldn't stand instrumental music. They'd always put on their own stuff, which was either like rap or like pop music. It's like, and I don't mind it. I don't really hate it. But
I don't like having to listen to somebody else's music.
Like,
sometimes I'm okay with it, but not all fucking day.
Because how often do you pair up one-to-one with some musical taste? I can guarantee you it's almost impossible. And you can have similar interests.
Our musical tastes are fucking so different.
Polar opposites.
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
He'll throw me an album and I'm like, I don't like this. And he's like, that's my favorite album.
Exactly. Fucking trash.
I don't think I've really thrown you anything that you were like, that's not that good. You're kind of like, more like, even if it wasn't that good, you'd be like, I'll pick good things out of it. You always pick good things out of stuff.
I'll try.
Yeah.
That one band you showed me, you just mentioned them, Ann Arbor. They were good. They're a good band.
It's gotta have good taste in music.
You don't. You're shit, Brendan. This is part of the act.
All right.
No one wants to see me cry.
All right, let's get to a rating.
Yes, our rating. Out of 10, I would give this album. I would give it fucking 8.5.
8.5.
Mostly because most of the songs on here I've already listened to, and I don't know how they release their music. So if anyone actually knows how the Smiths make their music public, fucking tell me. But like all of the songs, like there's a lot of songs I didn't get to even list my favorite songs on this album. Neither did you actually.
That's the one I really liked. Well, I listed two I really liked off that album. I think I only really liked 4 songs that I would go back and really listen to.
There were some songs in here that I listened to for the first time, and I really digged them. Rubber Ring, sounds dirty as fuck.
It's because it is.
Oscillate Widley, I don't know if I said that right. Wildly, it could be. No, it's definitely Widley. That song is sick. That's an instrumental song. Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now is on this song as well. You Just Haven't Earned It Yet was a song I had never heard before. That song is awesome. Sweet and Tender Hooligan, never heard that song before. That song's awesome. Michael didn't like it. And Is It Really So Strange is also a new song that I've never heard before. Really think that song is sick. But the one song I was mentioning that my favorites in the song isn't on this album. I'm gonna say it anyway because we're never gonna review this one for down. I Know It's Over is the most sad.
Oh, you do now, huh?
Fuck, dude. I know you didn't like listen to that fucking song. Anyone at home, if there's a takeaway song from any album, listen to that song. That song is sad as fuck. Like it's not slow. It's a slow song, but it's not a depressing song. But the message and the meaning, it is an absolutely sad song. It's about like coming to terms with like being an adult and like, pretty much.
That's sad. There's definitely like. I don't know if you get emotional listening to music. Oh. I sometimes get emotional.
Oh, absolutely.
Music. And unfortunately, sometimes I listen to music at work.
Yeah.
And I get emotional at work.
Yeah.
Like that Mattis Yahoo song. Yeah. The One Day.
Yeah.
He ended up bringing a kid on stage that had cancer.
Oh, fuck off.
And the kid sang that song, and it's already a sad song. So having a kid that's honestly fighting cancer, and it's about like getting through adversity and everybody getting together and like just being like on the same page and loving everybody. It's just friggin' it got me misty eyed, man. It got me misty eyed.
Right. Your boss leans out. Hey, Michael, this is a man.
I stubbed my toe.
I'm sweating. It's hot. Man, that shit's hard to do. Like music can bring me there. Not a lot of things can, and I have that problem with games and movies. Like, because that's the only other real media that I consume is music, movies, and video games.
Yeah.
I haven't ever cried to a movie since I was like actually a toddler, which bugs me because
I fucking cried. I know what, I don't care saying that I cry because
you're not half a man.
I watched
you cried.
This Is Us on Netflix.
This Is Us.
And things
what
I get
This Is Us?
It's about this like family. Like the first episode is. You don't know it's about this whole family till the very end.
Oh yeah, you mentioned the show to me.
When I watch shows, I literally don't know I'm crying until there's literally tears running down my face. And I'm like, oh fuck, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna spoil the first episode.
Hold on, if you haven't watched it, jump ahead 4 minutes.
Yeah,
there you go. Spoiler warning.
So it's about this guy having like triplets.
Okay,
and he's like, they're in like the birthing thing, and he's like he's talking to like. The doctor's like, there's been complications with the baby during the pregnancy. He's like, no, we're going to get those 3 babies out of there and they're going to be happy and healthy. We got clothes for them and we have like bassinets for them. We have it all set up for 3 kids. We're coming home with 3. And the doctor like comes up to later. He's like, we lost one of the kids. It was just like so sad. It was so just like the actor's face. He's such a good actor that you could see him break. Like the thing is, I put myself in those places. Where
like if it was you, that's fucked.
Exactly. So it was just like it definitely got me emotional. I was just like, oh, I gotta take a step back. but it's such a good show.
That's beautiful, man.
That show is meant to make you cry, though.
I have the hardest when it comes to like visibly watching something. It's very hard to bring me even close to that. And
I love putting myself in those positions, like in thinking it through their eyes, because that's what makes me enjoy certain situations like that even more.
So you can like almost feel it. Like, what would I do if that was me?
Exactly.
And then the next one would be games. And I thought like at some point I would play a game that would bring me close to it. Like really, games make me feel really bad sometimes. Like for doing stuff,
doing
like,
certain situations,
they can really like make me feel,
especially
shitty.
when it's your choice to do it. You know, like some of the Walking Dead games, like you get to choose to kill this woman, or you can save yourself. Like one was. There's a woman almost getting eaten by walkers. You can try and get them over to you.
Yes.
Or you can leave her and keep that all on her. In my choice, obviously, I was with like 2 people.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep us alive.
Yeah, let her die.
Exactly.
And And so games, that's what games make me do. They make me feel bad sometimes. But music is the one platform where I walk a lot. So I'm walking somewhere and a song will come on and it's a song either I know or a brand new song and it will just hit me in the right way. I'm like, holy
sometimes
fuck.
It'll bring you back to
like anywhere in my
even
life.
To like there's songs that I have tied to like my parents' divorce.
Yeah.
So every time I hear that,
it just it
gets
triggers
me upset.
you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like I remember how I felt at this time.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think I get emotional. I'm not highly emotional, but I am like
you're in touch with yourself emotionally, which is not a bad thing. That's never that should never be looked at as bad. Like if someone's like, I'm a guy and I cry, it's like loser. No, that's like shitty. Don't
honestly. I like watching stuff that actually makes me cry. I like that emotion that I get out of it. So
when do you cry in your life ever?
Yeah, exactly.
Ever.
I hate crying over stuff in my real life because
my life sucks.
Yeah, because that would involve your life being bad and stressful.
Yeah.
So honestly, I live a very. I can honestly say nothing terribly bad has happened to me. I'm very thankful of that. But honestly, let's just get back on fucking.
God damn it, Michael!
We went so off track for like 4 minutes. Now you're here.
Welcome back. We spoiled the show.
Yeah.
My rating of I said 8.5. Yeah. Michael, what did you think of the album?
I give it a 5. I went different in this direction, obviously, than Brendan because I thought it was. A lot of the music sounded the same. I think Brendan looked for a message more in this song, more in this album, which like he definitely like keyed into it more. I didn't key into as much, but I do like some of the songs. I think do I recommend listening to the album? For sure. Definitely listen to a couple songs off this album. If you don't dig it, you don't dig it. 24 songs is a lot of songs to invest in.
I think you'll find out right away if you like the album or not.
Exactly.
First few songs, if you don't dig it, you're not going to like the Smiths.
Exactly.
That's their sound.
Yeah, I went through the whole album. So like I definitely gave it like the old college try, is what they used to say. It's not a ballad album. It's not really my taste.
Yeah.
I did take some songs I do like away from it. So I do enjoy
and now you have
Yeah,
that?
Exactly. I got that to add to my laboratory. My library.
I have all of their skeletons in my laboratory. The Smiths are mine. Alright, our third album is an album that we both really enjoy. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Warning by Green Day.
Yep. I'm just going to pull up the track list.
Me too. Well. We should do that when we're doing our rating.
I think
but we're not smart.
We're not the smartest, but I've listened to this album fucking countless times.
As have I.
I think this is between Dookie and... Or no, this is after Nimrod, correct?
This album comes after Nimrod.
Which Nimrod is a great album. I believe this album
Warning by Notorious Biggie. No, not that one.
Ain't gonna do... I don't know
this came out in 2000, which is, I believe, their album right before American Idiot, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe that as well.
Because 2004 was American Idiot. And I'm gonna double check here. Insomniac, which is another really good album, came out in 95. And where is? Come on.
Man, there's so many good songs off this album, and it starts off with a banger. It starts off like this whole album is good.
91 was Kerplunk. I cannot find. Where's Nimrod? What year did Nimrod come out? Am I going
97?
97? Okay, so yes, this was the album right after Nimrod. They took 3 years. Holy shit, eh? And then 3 years later, they'd come out with American Idiot. So this was just before what most people refer to as Green Day getting good. Like before they got bad. Sorry, everyone really hated American Idiot when it first came out. Before it aged like a fine wine. I've mentioned that several times, but everyone that I knew when I listened to the album was like, "This crap. Sucks. Green Day sucks."
It was so different than the Basket Case Nimrod in Warning.
I would have loved to have been like into Green Day when Warning came out, which I was close, but I wasn't.
Yeah, I was definitely a Green Day fan. Probably.
2005 was when I think I started.
I think I started getting them about 2011.
Oh, really? Eh?
Pretty late.
I was in grade 5. That's when I started.
Yeah, I was definitely when you moved out of town.
Yeah,
because I picked up American Idiot, and then because I liked American Idiot so much, I picked up Warning, and I picked up Dookie. Not a big fan of Dookie. Yeah. I listened to Warning probably a million times.
Absolutely.
Front and back, I love it. Because I used to buy vinyl. I was a huge into vinyl. I still have quite a bit of a collection, but my record player just took a fucking shit. Sucks.
It took a Dookie?
Oh!
You said earlier, I'm not into Dookie, and I'm like, I wonder if we're going to make a joke about that at some point.
You did good.
I tried.
I think...
Let's go through the whole album.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Each track.
Warning, which it starts off with, which is... really, really good.
Absolutely.
I think it's... I don't know if I want to say it's the best on this album. It's definitely like the.
We'll get you to my favorite.
The thing is, go ahead, sorry.
So we'll get to the song that I like the most next. But if this is your favorite song on the album, good choice. This is an actually amazing song.
I wouldn't say that it's not my. I don't want to say it's my favorite yet because I think
we're going through. When we get to my favorite, I'll let you know what my favorite is. All right. So
I'm looking at these songs. I like them all.
There's two on here that I'm not a big fan of.
Which ones?
The next song, Blood, Sex, and Booze, is a good song. I'm just not... if there's a least favorite, that's my least favorite song on the song.
Honestly, I don't remember it too much. So that has to say something
I'm going to play just a little snippet here.
Yeah, go to town.
It has a little intro.
I'll know exactly what the song is if you play like 3 seconds.
Dun, 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 dun.
Play the middle of the song. Oh! Ooh, that's a good song.
Dun, 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 dun. I skipped through all of the lyrics, and I just
so. Yeah, I like the song a lot.
I do, but like that's my least favorite song on the album. I heard that one a lot for boop-de boops. I heard that song a lot for some reason. But then I just got like way over that song. But Church on Sunday is the third song on this album, and that song is fucking dope.
How's that go? Sing it to me.
If I promise go to church on Sunday.
Oh, that is
Friday night. If I die with you, live for me, and let's compromise.
Yeah, it's a fucking good song.
That song's fucking sick.
Do you remember Fashion Victim?
Yeah, this is the song that kind of just was not one of the best ones, but it's
If you play it, I'll know exactly what it is. I love this song too.
This is a good song.
I
feel like that was one of the album's least popular songs, which is unfortunate because that song is actually really good.
I feel like I don't hear any of these songs on the radio ever.
Never. The only song
if you're gonna listen to any Green Day, it's gonna be fucking Basket Case.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be
Wake Me Up When September Ends.
Wake Me Up When September Ends. And what's the Fork in the Road one?
The Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
No, the Fork in the Road.
Oh, Time of Your Life.
Time of Your Life. Those are the ones you go. Yeah.
And
even like they're okay Green Day, but they fucking ruined them.
They're done. Then number 5 on this album is my favorite song on this album.
Castaway is such a good song.
It is the best song on this album.
Fuck.
But hands down. Song 6 is Misery, which is also sick.
Really,
but this was the song when I was a kid, when I first listened to this album, that was my favorite song.
How's Misery go?
It's a long song.
Do you remember how it goes though?
Yeah. Here we go. Virginia was a hustler from Italy. None of those are words. I'll say all wrong words so we can't be copyrighted. I didn't know the words.
I think the next one might be my favorite out of this album, Deadbeat Holiday.
Oh, Deadbeat Holiday is so good.
Oh, it's so good.
This whole album has like that feel to it, you know? That's like this like fun, flowy, like there's again
no two songs really sound the same, you can enjoy a song after another song, but they all kind of mush into that really good
like, Green Day sound.
Exactly. It's such an underrated album because whenever any people talk about Green Day, I hear Dookie come out all the time.
Yep.
I don't think Dookie's a good album. I think it's an overplayed album.
Yeah.
It's an overliked album, and I think this album is probably their best album.
I would absolutely agree.
And I don't know if it's really good, but it has some stinkers on it.
Yeah, it absolutely does.
I honestly think Grouch is the best song on that album.
Yeah, that is the best song on that album.
But nothing compares to the Grouch as good on that album, which sucks.
Yeah.
It's like you have this fucking banger up here, and then the rest is like, it's good.
I'm trying to think of keep the track list there just for a second, and I'm trying to think of I want to look at the track list just for a quick second of Nimrod because I want to see what the actual like other songs on that album are.
Okay. Hair on my phone.
Got a hair on my phone. Nice Guys Finish Last is good. Hitchin' a Ride was one of the that was the pop song from that album.
Hitchin' a Ride's a really good song.
And then the Grouch obviously, which is sick. But then I'm gonna name you some songs and you sing me real quick what song this is. Are you ready?
Okay.
Redundant.
Nope.
Scattered.
Nope.
All the Time.
Nope.
Worry Rock.
Nope.
They're good songs, but you don't know them. That's what I mean. And neither do I. I don't off the top.
I've listened to the album probably 3 or 4 times. I have it on my phone as well.
But it's
not an album I put on very often. That's the thing. I've put Warning on so many times.
Yeah.
Because it's an album you can throw on while you're cooking. And it's just
Well, you can put Warning when you're fucking. It's good all the time.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. You can put it on any time and you're gonna enjoy it regardless of what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's one of those albums that you don't really need to listen to the lyrics because the beat is so fucking
everything's
fun.
Good. Everything's about it. It's fun. It's upbeat. It's catchy. It's nice. The music flows. The story's
there's
great.
not any really like when like how Green Day end up start doing like sad songs on their albums. They always have like one sad song.
The saddest song on this one is Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah, which is a fucking banger.
Yeah, and it's not
so good.
It's not really like a sad. It's slow, but
I think Minority might be my second favorite on this album.
And I think that was the song that got off this album. Like Minority was the one that hit the.
That was like the big takeoff out of the album.
Because nothing else really hit nothing that I think I've never heard any of those other songs on the radio. But we were at Deadbeat Holiday. Hold On is another one.
Yeah, it was definitely the lead single from the 6th studio album, Warning. The song remained at number 1 for 5 weeks in a row, the Billboard Modern Rock chart in the late 2000s.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Considering it came out in 2000.
Yeah, and also there's another thing here for Waiting. Just it was released as the 3rd single for the 6th album. The song peaked at number 26 on the Billboard Modern Rock chart.
Fuck yeah, man.
So that's 2 albums that are in the top 30s.
Yeah.
I'm
kicking the fucking wheels off this chair for our next episode. I just put my legs up and I roll all around the place.
Jackass. Do you remember Jackass, that song?
Jackass is a sick
Can you play it a
song.
little bit? Just a little snippet? Oh, that's such a nice
To know sound. You wish to hate you, so loving you must be like suicide.
I love the drums in this album.
Trey Cool is an amazing drummer. Also, his name is Very Cool.
It is
in French. That's what it is. Trey is very.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that why they call it Uno dos Tres?
Yeah, because he's. I don't know. That's why he's on the 3rd album anyway.
So influence on this album for me. I listened to this when I was really expanding my music knowledge.
This is a good album to do that too.
I think so as well. I think this is one of those music that hit me when I was young. It came in like the perfect time.
Yeah. And
it was one of those albums that's like, no man, like this feels like it's in the right place in my life listening to this album.
That's a forever album, dude. You'll listen to that song for your that album.
I think you'll always relate to it as well. And it's always like a song that will be fun to listen to.
Yeah.
And I can't see anybody saying it's a bad album because of how many good tracks you have off that album.
Fuck, it's wild.
But I've listened to it so many times. I listened to it with friends. I played some of the songs on guitar. Yeah. I can't remember what song I know, but I know one of the songs. On the edge of the shadow of the doubt, with my heart still beating.
Yeah, that's.
All that I am.
I don't think that's off that album.
That's off that album.
Is it actually? Is that Waiting? That's Waiting.
I think it's Waiting.
Yeah. Boom. Figured it out. Top bumpy.
But yeah, like I was in love with this album. I still am in love with this album. It as weird as it is, never got old for me.
No.
Never.
There's
aged.
a few out. There's like I don't know. Do you have any other albums like that in your life that you really really dig that have just never gotten old for you?
Tons of albums.
And it's weird to like. Have you found one recently that like you're like this might be a forever album because you don't know it at the time, right? When you listen to it when like you're younger or whatever, it's like
The Head and Heart, their first debut album, is a forever album for me.
Yeah, and
I'll always love that album.
That came out only like a few years ago too. That's not that old.
I don't actually remember. I don't know the release date. I know they have like 4 albums now, so it could be older. But I found it when I was I found like the stuff that I found out when I was like quite young.
Yeah,
they aged with me as well. And the thing is like that Shotgun Jimmy album that I used to really like. I don't like it as much now.
Yeah,
I've kind of grown out of it a bit. I still like some of his music. That album, not as much.
Yeah,
but that's one of those albums that did not grow with me throughout time. I don't know if I'd have the same feeling about 21st or not 21st. American Idiot. I really enjoyed it. I have not listened to it in a while.
You honestly should. I thought the same way. I didn't know if I was going to come back to American Idiot and still really enjoy American Idiot. I do. It's good. The whole album is good. There's a lot of good stuff. That's a lie. The whole album isn't good. Boulevard of Broken Dreams and fucking November. November ends.
September ends.
Whatever. November. I'm in November. I'm done.
I'm ready for March to end though.
It's 2 months. I'm done. The song's fucking done. That album is a good album. But
I'm not.
So yeah, man. Like so, influence wise for me, I remember the first time I listened to this album as well, which is really really funny. It was Music World when that was in the downtown mall.
Oh, that wasn't. I thought that was in the Southridge.
Downtown was Music World. I don't know if there was one in the South End.
There was in the Southridge. I just don't ever remember. I think is I never grew up in Sudbury.
Brewed up, yeah.
Yeah, so was it where San Francisco was?
No, it's what is it right now? It's
I know it's Dollarama now.
Yeah,
now I know that was grade 9,
but they expanded it. Like
yeah,
it was just the core
dude.
piece.
Literally grade 9.
Yeah.
That thing was fucking gone.
Yeah,
like halfway through my grade 9 year, that thing was gone.
Yeah,
I remember walking into it once.
Yeah, they cleared house, man.
That's weird. I totally forgot about that place.
Yeah. They used to have
an arcade there too.
Yeah, there was an arcade. There was an arcade in that mall in a few different places. They had it where
now that whole part of the mall's gone.
Yeah, they just closed. It's all business now.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be all business one day. Welcome to Sudbury, by the way.
Yeah,
Sudbury politics. But Music World, I went in there and I actually with my grandma and I was looking for a few CDs because at the time I knew I liked Green Day. And I had listened to American Idiot, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of jamming with it. And I had heard a few Green Day songs outside on different CDs. I'm like, I don't know their albums though. Mm-hmm. So I saw that one, and it was Green. And I'm like, I like the color green, and I like Green Day. I'll probably like this album.
It's kind of cool.
At the same time, I also picked up Panic at the Disco's A Fever You Can't Sweat Out, and I bought them both.
That's actually a weird album for you to pick. I wouldn't really see you picking that.
The only song I had known at the time was I Write Sins Not Tragedies, which was...
That was a huge hit when that came out. Yeah. That was all over MTV.
So I found that, and I found those two albums, and I just picked them up because they were like, well, whatever, these are 2 ones. And I had a Walkman. And I listened to those albums on my Walkman. Wow. And then what I would do was when I go home, I'd put them on my PlayStation. And
download it to your PlayStation.
It would play on my PlayStation. Yeah. So what I would do was, since my TV had 3 colors, I'd put the audio as the PlayStation and then the game as the Nintendo.
So you can listen to the music and play the game?
Nintendo.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm a fucking genius, buddy. I don't get enough credit for my smart sometimes.
You don't.
And then those albums were the ones that I had, I just jammed out to both of them. And then... as I got older, they kind of parted. Not much older, but as I listened to them more and more, it was mostly the Green Day album, and then not so much the Panic at the Disco. It's a good album.
Yeah.
Not just...
Oh no, the thing is, Panic at the Disco is really good, good band. They're fun to listen to.
Yeah,
you just don't listen to them very often. No. They're not a band you throw on when you're just doing stuff.
It's kind of like a weird void I find for their music. It's like a hidden. It's it's good. But it's good in small doses.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree 100% to that as well. They have some songs that are like, wow, this is fucking awesome, but listen to a whole album might be too much.
Yeah, because after a while, I don't want to say it's gimmick music, but it's the intricacy in the lyrics, the pauses in the singing, the music, how it has the weird breaks, and it's fun, but make real music. You know, it's not bad. It's just it's music that has its point is to be whoa, it's so not music. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my opinion or whatever, man.
So rating for this album
10.
10 for me as well. First 10, man.
There's double 10.
There's no wrong thing about this album.
No.
This is a perfect album for me.
Perfect album.
I don't think I'll ever get sick of it.
Nope.
I can listen to it any time of day. Happy, sad, whatever. It gets me always in a good mood. It reminds me of teenage years, and it's just overall a good album.
I've had albums that have been that I thought would be ruined. So here's a good one. I love the Chili Peppers. That's just a fact that we know. I actually had to stop liking the Chili Peppers. When I left the second restaurant that I was mentioning earlier,
did you just put a bad taste in your mouth?
Every
just
day
too
I worked
much?
there, I listened to Chili Peppers. I would always
just too much, right?
No, it was the opposite. When I quit, I hated my job. So when I listened to it, I'd think of that.
Reminded you of that job, so it put you in a bad mood.
But the thing was, I was I don't want to hate. I love their music.
So you want to take a break so you can come back to it later and have a different mindset on it.
And luckily that happened.
Good for you, buddy.
I downloaded one of their albums that I hadn't listened to, and I'm like, be the album that brings me back into the Chili Peppers, and it fucking did. It's a song with Purple Stain on it. I was like, all right, I'm
good.
Done. I did it. I've graduated. So now I can listen to all the music again and not be sad.
What albums would you like to do in the future? For our next podcast?
I would love to do a Chili Peppers album.
Okay.
I want to bang out my big favorite band. So we did Green Day, which is amazing. We did the Smiths. Luckily, both of those were in one episode.
Yeah.
I love the Chili Peppers. But see, the thing is, I want to do music that I like, but I don't want to subject you to music that I know that you absolutely won't
like. I like the Chili Peppers.
No, what I was thinking of heavy music, right? I love a lot of heavy bands, so I don't want to make you listen to that kind of shit because I know that you don't dig it.
We could also do I think for our... So what me and Brendan do, we pick one album we both know, and then we know individually, and then we pick one album we know together.
Yeah.
I think one album should be Alexis on Fire.
That'd be a sick album.
That we both know. Maybe
which one are we going to do? Oh,
Crisis
is so good.
Old Crows, Young Cardinals.
Can we do a double up? Because I can't pick. Yeah. I love them both.
I would actually really like to do One Direction's 4th album. As weird as that sounds, One Direction sucks. Listen to the album, then come talk to me. It's actually a solid album.
So fucking genuine. He's like, all right, you know, shut. Listen to the fucking album, then come back.
I felt like an idiot buying that album.
Why did you initially?
Because it had Night Moves on, or not Night Moves. That's Bob Seger.
That sounds fucking dope. Yeah. Michael's got Night Moves, by the way.
Yeah,
I've seen him.
on Night Moves.
That song's sick, actually.
But the Night Changes. Have you ever heard that song by
I've
One
never
Direction?
listened to One Direction, seriously. Aside from what plays on the radio, I've never listened to One Direction.
It was on the radio. It was their big hit off that album, so I remember listening to it.
The only one I know is the Girl You're Beautiful song.
Oh, that song sucks. That's not off that album, though. So I listened to it. I went into, it was HMV at the time.
Yeah, before it was Sunrise Records.
And that song was playing, and I was like, this is when I had my car, and I was looking for music to play in my car, and I'm like, I actually really like this song. So I grabbed the album. Fuck, dude, that did not leave my fucking player at all. Dude, like, I actually...
I'm Michael, no, you killed me. I'm just... No, I can't.
Listen to it. It's a good album.
Oh, I'm not making fun of the album.
I don't care.
I'm just imagining you, like, pulling up to fucking Starbucks, you're wearing like a fucking cardigan with a scarf around you. It's like,
you know I'm getting the pussy.
One Direction fucking changed him, man.
Oh man, I never thought I was gonna like it now. That's honestly, that's like a 10 for me.
Really?
Because I dig it so much.
Right,
Maybe
I don't want to hear another
9.
word about this album. That is
Okay.
a guaranteed album on the next one. I'm gonna listen to it 100%. See, I'm not gonna shit on it, dude.
Yeah.
If it's a good album, I'll give us fucking credit where credit is due. I'll listen to album 4 for fucking until my dick falls off. I'm gonna
And also, it's really cool because when I talk about it, this actually had a big deal with my car accident.
Yeah.
So I'll take a lot of that. I actually lost that CD in that car accident. And I couldn't really listen to that CD anymore.
Because it made you think of it.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing at the car accident.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because I'm just imagining, like, you know that scene in the Scary Movie where she's, like, bends down to, like, get a CD and comes up and she, like, hits the kid. And I'm just imagining, like, you're, like, changing, you're like, this album sucks. And you're like, I'm gonna put in a good album and, like, lean down and put in One Direction and get in the car accident.
I also had NWA.
That's good.
And I bummed Fuck the Police. Well, there was no police around.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That's too rich.
But yeah, so
I'm tired of these boys with attitude. I would love to hear some boys without attitude.
Oh, it was some direction.
Puts in One Direction, though.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, no, that's guaranteed. No more. I don't know what else I'm gonna pick, but that's gonna be one for sure. 100%. I don't know.
That first album?
Sure.
Maybe?
I'll pick one of them. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll think of a Alexa on Fire one for the next one.
Okay, that's probably.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely have a lot of fun stuff. We won't talk about random shit like we usually do.
Fuck it, you know we're going to.
We're gonna talk about random shit. We'll talk about TV shows that we
You're not jamming out to Pod Fiction, not getting caught up in some random shit.
True.
We're people, man. You want to know what's gonna happen in our fucking lives, and that shit's real.
We're real.
We're real.
We don't fucking cover shit up with band-aids. Real shit.
Yes.
Motherfucker. I tried to do a DJ thing if you didn't get that.
Couldn't, like, hear it because it was all the sound effects.
Pick-a-dees. Alright, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Have a good one. Bye.
And this is music. My dick.